Welcome everybody. We are now practicing our day 12 of our Miracles Immersion practice, and we'll be working with lesson 12 in A Course in Miracles workbook. I wanted to just make a few quick comments regarding lesson 11 and lesson 12. I wanted to remind you that these lessons are, instead of them being scary lessons to practice, they're actually good news. And the good news is that how we think about the world, that's the world that we see. So I invite you, instead of interpreting the word meaningless, which can create a feeling of despondency or why even bother when nothing has any meaning, you might actually want to, as you practice throughout the day, use the word neutral. The world is a neutral thing, and it is saved by my thoughts of salvation. A meaningless world is fearful because I think I have given it the meaning. And when we can allow ourselves to rest from the feeling of responsibility that we have to give the world meaning, from that rest and that relinquishment of responsibility, then we can see that the world can be something other than meaningless or why even bother. Okay, so I just kind of wanted to address that as I was meditating on these lessons. That all being said, let's go on ahead and start to settle ourselves. I invite you to begin the practice that we've been practicing from the beginning. And notice, if you just start to take a few deep breaths, if you can feel yourself starting to fall into that quietness. And as you continue to breathe, notice if you automatically already start to move into your meditative state. So we're training our body and we're training our mind that just with a few easeful breaths, we can start shifting our awareness and our attention from the outside and move to the inside. So we'll begin our specific breathing technique as we breathe deeply, letting the belly expand, and then open the mouth, lips slightly parted, long, smooth exhalation. Start to count backwards from 3 to 1. Let the lips come together lightly. Extend a warm invitation to all aspects of yourself, to the practicing. Your mental self, your physical self, your emotional self, your blissful self, your wisdom self, your higher self. The highest and clearest aspect of yourself. And we'll call that all these separate aspects of yourself, your whole self. Invite your whole self to the practice with an open-minded attitude. Every experience of yourself is welcome. Invite the energy of love to practice with you. Your avatar may be angels or Jesus, Holy Spirit, Saint Germain. Invite the energy of love and then offer your whole practicing to the energy of love. Offer it all, your whole self and your experience of yourselves. And now relax the whole mouth, the whole mouth, the whole mouth. Pull your sensation to the whole lower face. Notice your right eyeball, your left eyeball, both eyeballs together, your whole upper face, and now your whole face, and your whole head. And as you notice the sensations, maybe this deepening of relaxation in the head, allow the mind to soften. You need do nothing but practice with willingness. Notice that you are breathing gently and softly and smoothly through both nostrils. Both nostrils, the air flows in. Both nostrils, the air flows out. We'll begin our count backwards from 10 to 1. If you get to 1, just release the breathing counting technique and return to your breath awareness. If you lose your place, just pick up where you think you left off. Inhale 10. Exhale 10. Inhale 9. Exhale 9. At your pace now. Allow the breath awareness practice to dissolve. and feel you, your whole self together, your whole self. And with a quiet, restful mind, training your awareness to the sound of my voice, I will read the lesson for today, and then we will practice together. I am upset because I see a meaningless world. The importance of this idea lies in the fact that it contains a correction for a major perceptual distortion. You think that what upsets you is a frightening world, or a sad world, or a violent world, or an insane world. All these attributes are given it by you. The world is meaningless itself. The world is neutral in and of itself. These exercises today are done with eyes open. You will look around this time quite slowly, pacing yourself, slowly shifting your glance from one thing to another at fairly constant intervals. Do not allow the time of the shift to become markedly longer or shorter, but try instead to keep a measured, even tempo throughout. What you see does not matter. You teach yourself this as you give whatever your glance rests upon equal attention and time. This is the beginning step in learning to give them all equal value. And then as you look about yourself, you will say, I think I see a fearful world, a dangerous world, a hostile world, a sad world, a wicked world, a crazy world, and so on. Use whatever descriptive terms happen to occur to you. If terms which seem positive rather than negative occur to you, include them. For example, you might think of a good world, a satisfying world, a beautiful world. If such terms occur to you, use them along with the rest. You may not yet understand why these nice adjectives belong in these exercises, but remember that a good world implies a bad one, and a satisfying world implies an unsatisfying one. All terms which cross your mind are suitable subjects for today's exercise. Their seeming quality does not matter. Be sure that you do not alter the time intervals between applying the ideas for today. The purpose of these exercises is that there is no difference between them. We'll end the practice period by saying, I am upset because I see a meaningless world. What is meaningless? What is neutral? Is neither good nor bad. Why then should a neutral world upset you? If you could accept the world as meaningless and let the truth be written upon it for you, it would make you indescribably happy. But because it is meaningless, but because the world is neutral, you are compelled to write upon it what you would have it be. It is this you see in it, and it is this that is meaningless in truth. And so we'll practice together, taking a few easy breaths. The instructions are, we'll begin with the eyes open, with an easy tempo. So flutter the eyes open so that your body's eyes can become adjusted to the light. And with an easy, steady tempo, giving everything your eyes light upon equal value, say to yourself, I think I see a fearful world. I think I see a dangerous world, a hostile world, a sad world, a beautiful world, a good world. And we'll practice together for about a minute. And begin the open-eyed practice to a close as you let the top lid meet the bottom lid. And then say to yourself, but I am upset because I see a meaningless world. I am upset because I see a neutral world. I am upset because I see a purposeless world. And now repeating silently and sacredly to yourself, but I am willing to forgive. I offer the experience of my whole self to divine love. And I am open to receive divine creative solutions. And now let all of it go. Let it all go. Let it all go. And stay here resting deeply with your quiet mind for as long as you'd like. And when you are ready to come back, you can take several slow, long, deep breaths and flutter the eyes open. Our practice period together is now complete. Namaste.